What's going on, guys? Adam Snyder here with the Homemade Entrepreneur. So today, I want to talk about how I made my first $10,000 month online. Okay, so most people don't know my story. I don't really talk about what I did, in the past, how I got to where I am. Everyone knows little things that I did, but I've never put everything together. Okay, so what I want to show you is how I made my first $10,000 in a single month, all online. Okay, now before I go there, first, hit the thumbs up button if you like that. I'm showing you stuff that I didn't tell you in the past. It's stuff that where I got started, kind of where I am now, but also so make sure you hit the thumbs up. But also, put in the comment section below. Let me know, how much money do you want to make per month? Is it 1,000? Is it 2,000? Is it 5? Is it 10? Is it $100,000 online? What is it? Just in the comment section below. Just put a number. That's it. Okay. Okay, so let's jump into it. So first off, how did I make my first $10,000 in a single month online? Well, it actually required two things. First thing it required was active income and passive income. Okay, and I'm gonna explain both of those in a second and kind of exactly what I did and how I got there. But for example, active income is something that you're doing every single day, such as maybe I jump on my phone and I do a phone call, I do a coaching call with somebody. A passive income would be something more like setting up a course, selling it, doing affiliate marketing, in certain ways, and that sort of thing. Okay, so I use both of those income streams. I use active income and passive income to get me to $10,000 a month. Okay, most people think I got there because I did something really tricky or sneaky or by luck. That wasn't the case. I was making, the biggest income at that time. I think I was doing like right about 5 to 6 thousand doing one thing, and the rest was coming from other avenues, other income streams. So I'm gonna show you that right now. So what are examples of active income? Okay, let's talk about this. Active income. So when I first started, again 10 years ago, you keep saying 10 years ago, but it's more like 12 years ago now. So seriously, um, over a decade ago when I started doing sales on eBay. I was selling stuff like clothing, shoes, electronics, things like that. Some stuff I was getting from China and I was selling it on eBay. I was doing very well. I was making a couple $1,000s, doing very well with that. Okay, but that didn't get me to $10,000 a month. Now I could get there now, but at the time I was nowhere close to 10,000. I was still $7, $8,000 away every single month because I didn't know how to scale. Okay, so let's say you're doing something on eBay. Okay, maybe you've been doing it, you've done it in the past, whatever it is. Try doing eBay, but also have eBay as an active income, but also couple that, bundle that with some type of passive income. When you add those two things together, maybe you'll be able to get to $10,000 a month. Second thing, here's where the majority of my income came. Okay, so I was doing 5, 6. There was months that I did over $10,000 in a single month just doing freelance writing for other people, not for my own sites, not for my own stuff, for courses, for emails, for guides, anything like that. I was writing for other people. One of my biggest clients, he actually owned a moving company that was all over the United States and Canada. So I actually wrote articles and linked back to his moving company, and he'd pay me thousands of dollars every single week. Eventually, that led into I would hire people to write articles for me. I'd hire an editor. I'd hire a manager, and I still had that up until maybe probably 6 to 8 months ago. And then I kind of let it go and kind of moved on from there. But freelance writing has always been something that I was interested in. It was very easy to get into. Down in the description box below, you'll see a link to it's a little course that I did. It's $40. I believe it's $40, but it teaches you how to start a freelance writing business without actually doing the work. It'll teach you how to get to $10,000 a month by outsourcing everything. Okay, so if you're interested in that, you can go check it out. The next thing that I did on top of freelance writing, one of the things that a lot of clients came to me for was link building and SEO. If you don't know what SEO is, it stands for search engine optimization, what that means is I'd go out there and I'd build links to other people's websites, through different methods, various methods. I'd also do on-page SEO to try to rank for certain keywords, and I did very well with that. Okay, this is all stuff. This is so I made my first $10,000 a month before I was using virtual assistants. Okay, so virtual assistants really took me to not really scaled it up to 20, 50, 100,000. But what it did, it allowed me to make $10,000 a month consistently without actually having to do the work. Okay, so I'm just trying to tell you my story from years ago, what happened, how I got to where I am today. But and then the next thing is being very frugal, being somewhat cheap, acting like you're living on a budget, because then you can take the majority of your money and put it into investments, into other things, and you don't have to worry about working in 2 or 5 years. You can continue to make money. Your investments will make you money, and you'll be good to go for a while. Okay, so SEO link building was one of those things that helped me really pad the bank account. Freelance writing did that. eBay sales helped out as well. But if you make $10,000 a month, it doesn't mean squat if you're spending $11,000 a month. Okay, I'd rather make $5,000 a month and only spend 2,500 and be in the green 2,500 than be in the red 1,000 by spending too much. Okay, so let's talk about examples of my passive income streams. So again, these were my active income streams. Okay, when I say I was making, there was months where I made $10,000 a month just doing freelance writing. I'm serious. I made more than $10,000 a month, but at the same time, that doesn't mean my eBay sales went up and my SEO link building business grew. That's not the case. When you spend so much time on an active income, your secondary and the other incomes will actually take a hit. So just be aware of that. You don't want to spend too much time on all passive income streams and nothing on active, especially when I got started, is because when I did that for like 2 months straight, I neglected these businesses and I went and did some of my passive income streams. What actually happened is my income took a huge decline for I'd say like 3 months, 3 or 4 months, because my passive income streams didn't really kick in yet. But once they kicked in, obviously it overtook my what I would have lost. Okay, so here are some, and you probably know these. Obviously, I talk about affiliate marketing all the time. This was before Amazon FBA. This was before. This was probably a couple years, maybe a year or so before YouTube. Okay, so just be aware of that. I didn't really get into YouTube until like 2009, 2010, something like that. That was probably 2010, 2011, somewhere right around there. And that's really where I started building my business. But before that, I was doing affiliate marketing on websites. Okay, so up here I was blogging and stuff like that. I was making maybe, couple $100 a month doing blogging, but that was really nothing. Where it came was through affiliate marketing. So up here it was like AdSense, stuff like that. For my passive income, it was more doing stuff with ClickBank. I eventually got into ClickBank. Before that, it was Commission Junction, when they actually called themselves Commission Junction, not just CJ.com. And before that, I don't remember who it was that I was an affiliate for, but it was all on a bunch of my websites. So that was a great way that I got started. This was before Amazon. So not before technically Amazon existed, obviously, but this was before I got into Amazon FBA, becoming an affiliate for Amazon. This was probably, here I was probably making 500 to 2,500 a month. Probably my best month at the time was about $2,500 a month through affiliate marketing. Okay, so again, it's far from where I am now, but this was years ago. So what you need to keep in mind is, again, I've been doing this for over 10 years. Okay, so how I got to my first $10,000 a month, I didn't just get lucky and be like, oh, I'm gonna throw up an affiliate site, I'm gonna put one link, and I'm gonna make $10,000 a month. I didn't do that. I was making hundreds and hundreds of sites every single month. So not every single month, but probably my month that I had the most websites that I created for affiliate marketing, it was probably, again, it ties in with niche websites as well. It was probably, we probably did about 3 websites a day, maybe 4 websites a day. So over 100, or right about 100 websites in 1 month. And I'm just gonna tell you right now, some of them suck, some of them are good, but at the same time, you gotta build them, you gotta scale somehow. Let's talk about niche websites. So what are they? And again, this kind of ties into some of my AdSense stuff as well. But the problem was I created, like I said, I created hundreds of websites all on a specific niche. So one of mine that I had, which I talked about in the past, maybe years ago, was on coffee tables. Okay. I think it was called like smallcoffeetables.com or something like that. And this site did it did very well. Okay, did extremely well. What I ended up doing was selling that site eventually, and I took that money and I put it into my business to hire people. Okay, to hire freelance writers, to hire editors, to hire a manager, and that's where I really grew my businesses. And I've talked about this before: is if you don't invest into a virtual assistant, to an actual assistant, to some type of team, you're going to be stuck doing all the work yourself. Okay. So again, this is one of the things I did. Something that most people don't know is that I started doing course sales years ago. Okay, back in 2000, probably 2010, 2011. One of my very first businesses was a course on internet marketing. I think it was called like Internet Marketing Magician or something like that. It's some weird name. Internet Marketing or I am Marketing Magician or something like that. .com. And what I did is it was a PLR, so it means private blog rights or private label rights. It was a PLR course. So I bought this for, I don't remember what it was, probably like, let's say $100. Bought it for $100. And this course, you market this course, it's all yours. You can do whatever you want with it at that time. And so I'd market this course, and if people bought it, I would make, I think it was like $67 at the time. I was getting no sales. Okay. You probably wonder, why am I putting this here? I was getting no sales, but what I did was I moved the price down to I think $13 or $14 to get this course, and then I was selling them. I was doing like one or two every single day. So even though one or two a day was at, let's say 25, so what, $750 a month from course sales by doing one or two a day, about two a day. So not bad, right? That's what got me into doing courses, in the future and even now, is I understand that's a great passive income stream. It's not extremely active. Yes, you got to put in the time and effort to build it at the, in the beginning, but once you do that, it's there. Okay, it's like my affiliate marketing course, my Amazon FBA course, some of my internet marketing courses, freelance writing courses, all this stuff. You create it one time, you go back and you'll make it better, you improve upon it, you keep it updated, and you just keep selling this course to teach people this, whatever they want to know. Okay, so that did extremely well. The last thing I did, most people don't know about. Okay, again, this is something that I don't do anymore. I have some domains I have sold. Okay, so when I say I don't do it anymore, I don't do it. It's not like a goal of mine to do it, but I will buy certain domains with the purpose of putting something on the site and selling content or selling a service or whatever it is. But sometimes I don't get around to develop all the different domain names that I have. So because of that, I will just list them for sale. Sometimes they sell. So most domain names I pick up for $7 to $10. And let's say so the last one I sold, I think I sold it for eight. I think it was eight something. It was like 820, 830, something like that. It was in the low 800s. But it was a site that somebody knew they could develop. It was a great domain name, and that's something you can do. Okay, and that was probably about 4 or 5 months ago. So again, it's not something that I actively do, but that was something that I did back then. I'd buy a bunch of domain names. I'd pay, I think back then it was like, $4 to $6 for a domain name. I'd buy a bunch of these things, and I just hold on to them, list them for sale on forums and stuff like that. And if they sold, they'd sell. I'd make some money. Okay, it was very great. It was a very good business. It wasn't the best business because once you sold that domain name, it's done. You gotta go back and buy more. So again, that was an example of a passive income. Let me explain this again. How I made my first $10,000 a month. Let's go back to it. Okay, let's say I made $1,000 here. Okay, freelance writing. Let's just say made $4,000 here. Link building. Okay, I didn't do a whole lot here. Let's do 750. Okay. The reason why I didn't do a whole lot here is because link building would take a little bit. Just the way I was doing it. Affiliate marketing. Let's say another 1,500. Let's say 1,750. The reason why I say this is because affiliate marketing wasn't my priority in the beginning. My goal was to just make money, figure out a way. It didn't matter what I was doing. But then I started to realize the best way to make money, in my opinion, was freelance writing. Okay? If you've never gotten to freelance writing, you've never done it, don't knock it till you try it because you can make some great money, especially if you're a fast typer. So for me, now I can average over 100 words per minute when I'm typing. Back then, I was doing 80 to 100 words per minute. And so the best part about this is, let's say you do 100 words per minute. Let's say they pay you 2 cents. So you can get paid $2 for every minute you are typing, technically. So you do this for 60 minutes or an hour, you get paid $120 per hour to type, to write for people. That's a great business, right? As you get better, as you get more efficient, as your vocabulary improves, you're better with grammar, you don't make mistakes, all this stuff. You add in SEO, you add in all these other additional features and value. What ends up happening is you go from making a penny or 2 cents per word, now you're doing 5 cents, 10 cents, 20 cents per word, depending on what you're writing. Okay, so let's say you're making 10 cents per word and you write 100 words per minute. Okay, you can do $10 every single minute. Pretty good, right? Then you do that every hour, you can make $600 an hour. Who else do you know that makes $600 an hour by writing stuff that anybody could really write? Nobody, right? That's the beauty of freelance writing. Niche websites. I'm not gonna say I did a whole lot. Let's say they did 500. Actually, on average, we probably did about 350 a month. This was from Google AdSense. Okay, and this was in the very beginning when I was doing so much freelance writing, all this stuff. Course sales, we probably did. Let's just say 650. We probably did. Let's say average. We did. One. Yeah, let's say about 650. Probably what we did. Domain name sales, we probably did back then per month. We probably did about 3 to 4 sales. We probably did about $1,000 there. So let's add this up, see where we're at. Okay. All right, so here we got our calculator. Let's add this up. 1,000 plus 4,000 plus 750 plus 1750 plus 350 plus 650 plus 1,000. Okay, 950. We're pretty close. So now again, these numbers aren't 100% accurate. Okay, I'm just trying to give you an idea. Again, I can't even remember. I probably had other businesses going on at this time as well, but I can't remember exactly what I was doing. As far as okay, I did $1,275 that month. Honestly, I wish I knew the exact month I made my first $10,000. I wish I broke it down and figured out, okay, this much from affiliate marketing, this much from there, this much, this much, this much. But I didn't do that. The reason why I didn't do that is because honestly, I didn't care. I care now because now I want to know how did I do that so I can teach other people that you don't got to just do, eBay sales, $10,000 profit. You don't just have to do affiliate marketing, $10,000 profit. Yeah, it's great. It looks sexy. It's all this, fun stuff. You can say, I'm an affiliate marketer. I make $10,000 a month. Or you can just say, I'm an online entrepreneur. I make $10,000 a month. Nobody really cares what you do, or really, some people don't even care how much you make. The only purpose of doing this and shooting this video is to show you that where you are now, let's say you're starting right now and you're making, $1,500 a month selling on Amazon FBA, making an extra $500 doing affiliate marketing. There's $2,000. You're missing $8,000 to get to your first 10 if that's your goal. But here is what I want you to understand. It doesn't matter if you have $9,500 just from affiliate marketing and all this other stuff makes you $500. It gets you your $10,000 goal. What I've always told people is do whatever you have to do. Do it ethically. Don't steal, don't lie, don't cheat, but do it ethically and get to your goal as fast as humanly possible. Because once you get there, and this is something I've said for a while, is once you taste success, once you have a taste of what it takes to reach $10,000, what ends up happening is your mindset changes. There's a shift. It's like the whole world just shifts. It's like everything's in slow motion. You're getting more work done. You're more efficient. You're more productive. You're making more money. You're making better decisions. Your health is on point. Your business is growing. Everything is going your way. And it's because your mindset changed. There's that subtle and that slight change that shifted everything around you. And the best part about this is it doesn't take much. Okay. So let's say you work a 9 to 5 job. Perfect. If that's what you want to do it. Okay. Don't let anyone stop you. Okay. So let's say you work a 9 to 5 job and you make $2,500 a month. Perfect. Keep doing that. Now figure out a way to make an additional $7,500 online. Mix some of these things up. Okay. My two favorite, honestly, my two favorite are affiliate marketing and Amazon FBA. Okay. Those are my two favorite. Something that I love to do, and because it makes it a lot of money, is course sales. I love to do it because it makes a lot of money. It teaches people how to do things, and it's extremely passive. Okay, but it is, I love to teach people, and honestly, I'd put in YouTube here as well. But that's now. Okay, I didn't start out, making $100,000 a month. I didn't start out making $10,000 a month. My very first month, I probably did less than $50 my very first month. It took me like 2 or 3 weeks of constantly writing articles for a website that I owned to make my first commission. So don't think that this is something that it happened overnight. It's taken me a long time. So some people have that quick success, that overnight success, and I'm happy for them. But at the same time, is it lasting? Is it something that they can grow and they'll be consistent with? Okay, who knows? But what I'm telling you is I can't tell you what other people have done because honestly I don't know and I could care less. But what I'm telling you, what I want you to understand is what I've done. Okay, what I've done to see where my business is today. That's all I can tell you. That's all I can teach you. That's because that's all I know. Okay. So if you guys have any questions on how to make your first $10,000 in a single month online, let me know. Like I said, give this video a thumbs up if you like this style of video. You like stuff that I'm teaching you what I did in the past to get to where I am today. Because honestly, most people don't teach you that stuff. Some people will walk you through on their journey, and that's great if it takes a few months or maybe a year. But I can't do that for the past 10 years that really I wasn't big on YouTube. I wasn't big on writing it down. I wasn't big on taking notes and documenting my journey. I wish I would have now, but again, like I said, it's in the past. I don't care. Things change. We move on. We learn. So, like I said, in the comment section below as well, put a number. What is your goal? How much money do you want to make every single month consistently? Maybe it's $1,000, and this is all online. Okay, $1,000, $2,500, $5,000, $10,000, $50,000, $100K, whatever it is. Put it in the comment section below because I'd love to know what it is that you are shooting for, and if there's something I can do to help you get there, let me know. Whatever it is. Okay, if as long as it's nothing like robbing a bank or winning the lottery, because those are two things I'm never going to do. Okay, but help you out. Put a course together, put some free videos together, put some guide together, whatever it takes. Okay, just help you guys out in some way. Let me know what it is. But again, smash that thumbs up button if you like this style of video. Subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you guys on the next one.